Hello, and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, we're going to talk sports. We'll do a little bit of brainstorming for different categories of sports. And as we go along, we'll practice our English conversational skills. Talking about sports, ones we're good at, ones we're not good at. What do we like to participate in? What do we like to watch? Okay, the overall topic is sports. Hello, welcome to the class, Salvatore. How are you?
Hi, Oakley. Nice to see you again, teacher.
Just good to see you again as well, as always. Welcome to the class. And also, you're welcome. And also, David has joined us. Hi, David. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. How have you been?
I've been very busy during this summer.
Yeah.
Working and doing many things with my family and my friends and traveling.
Oh, well, that sounds good. Sounds very good.
A good balance, I think.
That's great. Something I need in my life. Okay, we're gonna talk sports, and basically I'm gonna share some material with you to help us brainstorm. But as we go along, we're just gonna use our brainstorming as conversation points to practice our English. So plenty of room in the class. If others would like to join us, please do so. I'm going to do a screen share. We're going to talk about sports and games. First of all, let's start a little brainstorming exercise. Let's see what you guys can do. Let's talk about outdoor and indoor sports. Let's try a little just straight up brainstorming here. Salvatore, let's start with outdoor sports. What is something you consider an outdoor sport?
Outdoors sport can be football,
Sure.
baseball, then can be race, running.
Okay, running, like running a marathon. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely. All right. And, all right, well, there we go. There's three right off the bat. Of course, running is one sport. There's different lengths of races running, and that actually falls under the heading track and field, which includes many other sports. Salvatore, do you know other sports which can be included in the category of track and field?
Yes. Bicycle running.
Oh, well, that's kind of a different sport, but okay. Yeah, okay. When we say track and field, we're talking about basically the individual events, like things like pole vault, or high jump, or long jump.
Sorry, teacher. Track and field means a sport with many people, right?
Well, it's basically individuals. All right. Well, just very recently they had the world championships in Beijing, I believe. It includes a lot of sports like long jump, pole vault, 100-meter race, 200-meter, 800-meter, hurdles, lots of different events are involved in track and field. And the reason I want to make it clear is because track and field events can be either outdoor or indoor sports, actually. Sometimes they're held indoor. Sometimes they're held outdoor. So when people make world records, all right, they have the indoor record or the outdoor record. That's fairly common to talk about both kind of separately. Okay. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna move on, Salvatore. I'm gonna quickly greet others to the class. Hello, Roberto.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
And also, Carmen is with us. Hi, Carmen.
Morning, Oakley. Good morning to everybody.
Morning. And also, Fred is with us. Hello, Fred.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there. Okay. Let's, all right, we've got a lot of different brainstorming outdoor sports. David, let me ask you to do a little brainstorming. What's your favorite outdoor sport?
First, I don't know if you are typing or writing anything because I only can see sports and games in the screen.
Okay. I'm typing in, I'm using the Verbling chat box.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My favorite outdoor sport. It's very difficult for me to choose one, but if we are in winter, I think I will choose ski.
Ah, okay.
If we are in summer, it's harder for me. I think I don't know how to what sport to choose because I really enjoy diving, windsurfing, and running. But I like running all the year, the whole year. I think I can. Here in Spain, although the winter is quite cold, if you have the right clothes, you can run during all the year.
Right, right. But of course, diving is definitely in the summer.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Some sports can be indoor or outdoor. Skiing is obviously outdoor. Have you ever, although I have heard about indoor skiing. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, indeed. When I learned to ski, I learned in my first time was in February. I think it was
Is that
7 years
right?
ago. Yes, and I liked it so much that I decided to go with my family to an indoor ski station we have here in Madrid in August. It's very weird because you go with shorts and t-shirts.
Really?
Yes, and you have to change your clothes to winter clothes, and you can. It's for training for the first time. It's better than the mountain because in this indoor ski station everything is under control. There's no wind, there's no rain, and everything is under control. Even you can have a beer while your children are learning how to ski.
Okay. I've done a lot of outdoor skiing. I've never tried indoor skiing. Do they ski on like man-made snow? Is it actually cold snow?
Yes.
Then? Okay. Interesting. All right. I've never tried it actually. How do you get to the top of the hill? A T-bar?
And you have both. I don't know how to say in English. A chair and
Uh-huh.
my God, and lift. You
Uh,
have a lane, a big lane for this indoor ski station. If you compare it with an outdoor ski station, it's a very, very small lane. or track, but you have on both sides of the track or the lane, you have a chair, and in the other side you have a lift.
Oh, okay.
Chair lift, and the one you have attached to a thing, I don't know how to say, but you are not seated. It's a lift.
You're
You
kind of
go.
leaning against it, but your skis are on the ground.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a T-bar. It's shaped like a T. It
a
hangs down,
T-bar.
looks like an
Yes.
upside
Okay.
down T. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
And
Yeah.
when my children learn to ski, my son, sorry, learned to ski. He was 3 years old only, and
Wow.
the end of this T-bar for him, it was a CD, like a CD you used to hear music, to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that hey Dad, I want to sit on the CD.
Okay, that's funny. Okay. Also, it's skiing. It's called we don't really call it a track, or it's you could refer to it as a slope, or in English, a trail. Each individual one, it has a name. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
outside, of course, they name each trail. Uh, so when you talk about it in general, it's a slope. I was going down the slope and I wiped out like that, but specifically, it's a trail.
Slope or trail. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to continue with Roberto. All right. All right. We've come up with a lot of outdoor sports. Can you think of any others, maybe that you
Outdoors.
enjoy? Yeah. Okay.
Uh, for example, basketball. Basketball can be played outdoors and indoors.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Absolutely. Uh, okay. Do you play basketball?
Yes, yes, I play basketball. Sometimes indoors. Uh, 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 at night, I used to play on Tuesday at 9 p.m. and it's necessary to have a light to play. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I usually play in outdoors for example, in the evening or in the morning when you have light.
Right. Okay. And where you live, are there a lot of outdoor basketball courts? Is that common?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of. And I live in a big city, and many times there are many players to play with.
Uh-huh.
Yes, is because if you live in another city, maybe you can play with other people. Maybe you you own.
Sure.
Or, yes.
Okay. Roberto, that's called a pickup game. So you can just go by yourself if you want, and maybe when somebody wants a rest, you can, just stick your hand up, volunteer, and you can play in a pickup game. Right. Here, I'm an American, but I live here in the Philippines, and in the Philippines, the favorite sport by far is basketball. So you can find a basketball court by almost every other block, I would say. They are everywhere. Outside courts, of course, because the weather's warm here. But yeah, you can play a pickup game pretty much anytime you want. All right, let me continue with Carmen. Carmen, do you play any outdoor sports, or are you interested in any outdoor sports?
Um, the only outdoor sport I practice is jogging because I'm not very much into any of these water sports or like windsurfing or diving or whatever. I don't know. I've never tried it. I mean, I can't say I don't like them, but I never tried it before. and
Hmm.
you can play tennis too. I mean,
All right,
but
tennis.
nothing very extreme. I mean, I would go for the soft ones.
Well, tennis can be extreme.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean all those, all the windsurfing, that sort of thing. So I am not very. It's
Right.
not no, it's not my cup of tea.
Right, and that's another category of sports, or at least it has become so, extreme sports. Absolutely. Okay. Uh, so you watch? Do you watch tennis, for example? Are
Yep,
you are you
I do. Yeah.
are you following the U.S. Open?
No, no, no. Has already started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, is that darling?
It's kind of in the middle. The U.S. Open's.
All right. Hmm.
I think they're to the quarterfinals now.
But it depends if it's broadcasting. If not, because if I cannot watch it from here, I wouldn't. I wouldn't watch it at all. Sometimes they broadcast it in here, but not that many.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I enjoy watching tennis, the famous, tournaments. For some strange reason here in the Philippines, they played Wimbledon over and over again. You could have watched every single match like 16 times if you want. And same with the
And Roland
Australian Open.
Garros too. Yeah.
And Guerin Rollis in the French Open.
Hmm.
Over and over, but there's no coverage whatsoever of the U.S. Open here. I don't know why. It's very weird.
Well, it's the same here. It's the same here.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't know why.
somebody has the rights to it, is what it is. That's what it is.
Something to do with European rights and the American ones. I don't know. Has to be something with the TV media or something. The
Yeah,
TV rights.
something to do with that.
Absolutely.
It's gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Of course, tennis is another game it's usually thought of as an outdoor sport, but of course we have indoor tennis as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
How do you call that kind of? I mean, you can play on grass, and when you play indoors, how do you call that kind of surface?
The surface, you mean?
Yeah, when you
Okay.
play indoors, because it's you've got grass, you've got clay, and you've got this that is very
Well, they call it
very
asphalt.
slippery, and it's very sorry.
Asphalt. It's like what?
Okay, asphalt. Okay, get it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what like roads are made out of. Right, an
Mhm.
asphalt court. Right. That's right. And yeah. The U.S. Open is, of course, on asphalt. It's the one tournament's a little bit different. Okay, let me talk to Fred for a minute. Fred,
Yep.
how about yourself? What are what outdoor sports do you enjoy?
I enjoy soccer and basketball.
Soccer and
Uh,
basketball?
yeah, here in my country is not very common basketball, but in the weekends it's a pickup game. In the
Pickup game,
weekends.
yeah. Okay, that's cool. Are you tall?
No, not much. 170.
Okay, all
Something.
right. But so what position do you normally play, or it's pickup game, so you just play? Do you play a position?
Alero, I don't know. With me.
Well, generally, you have two forwards. They offensively they play near the basket.
Ips, Ips, Ips,
What's that?
Ips.
Ips.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what that is. Eaves. Okay. I think that's in English we would call that a guard. Usually there's two guards. All right.
Yeah.
Two guards in the back, right? Uh, um, two forwards in the front, and then there's the center.
Yeah, as a guard.
The center. As a guard, okay. All right. Shooting guard, then there's a shooting guard and a point guard. The shooting guard obviously shoots. The point guard is the guy who brings the ball up every time. So are you more of a shooting guard or a point guard?
A pointer.
Okay, point guard.
A
Okay,
point guard.
all right, all right. And as has been pointed out, basketball can be an outdoor or an indoor sport. Okay, we've thought of a lot of outdoor sports, and quite a few of them could be indoor or outdoor. Fred, I'm going to switch it up, starting with you. Can you think of any sports or games, competitions that are indoor? Try to think of ones that are strictly indoor. Can you
Hockey.
think of any? What's that?
Hockey.
Hockey. Oh, yeah, okay. Hockey can be outdoors, but usually any kind of professional or tournament or leagues or anything like that are definitely indoor. All right. Yeah. You ever play hockey?
No.
Can you ski?
Yeah, but it's not very common here in Ecuador, in my
Yeah, I
country.
bet. I bet. Yeah, as I said earlier, I live in the Philippines. I don't think they know what hockey is. There are ice rinks here. Do you have ice rinks in Ecuador?
What?
Do you have ice rinks? Ice
Rings?
rink. I'm typing it now.
Yeah.
Ice rink.
But there is only 2 or 3 in the malls.
Yeah, I hear you. Right.
It's not very common.
Yeah, I think the Philippines, there's one in Manila. I think that's it. That's it. You have the choice of one in the whole country. 100,000 people, there's one. Oh yeah, well, okay, David has a point. There is, you can play what we call street hockey, outdoor hockey, that doesn't require ice and skates, right? Well, different kinds of skates. Okay, so that's a good one. Hockey. Let me bring it back around to Salvatore. Salvatore, can you brainstorm any indoor sports that are, strictly speaking, indoor only type sports?
Indoor sport, I can say volleyball, and yes, of course, also karate. It's indoor sport.
Okay.
Karate.
All right. Volleyball. All right. Volleyball, of course, there's also beach volleyball, which is obviously outdoors, but all right, there is definitely indoor volleyball. And karate? Okay. Karate is a form of martial arts, right?
Martial art, okay. Yes.
Martial arts. That includes many other forms: kung fu, taekwondo, hapkido, judo.
Box.
Okay, yeah, boxing, right? Kickboxing,
Boxing.
sure. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. But yeah, those are always indoors. Any of those martial arts related sports. Salvatore, have you ever been to a martial arts contest championship? Like, have you ever been to one? Like in real life?
No, teacher, I haven't been there. I I only watch on TV the
Hmm.
games, teacher.
Yeah, it's really truly so much more violent in person.
I think so, teacher.
It loses something. There's something lost when it's on TV. When it's in person, it's a lot more, I don't know, visceral. You feel it in your stomach. Whoa, these people are really fighting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Have you ever tried training for any martial arts? Have you ever taken any martial arts classes?
Yes, when I was child, I I had some lesson of karate, and but it's I learned some little things, teacher.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. A little feedback. When I was a child, you need to say when I was a child. Okay.
Okay.
And normally we don't say lessons of karate. We would use the noun as an adjective. So karate lessons. It doesn't matter what
Karate
it is.
lesson.
Guitar lessons, piano lessons. We normally don't
Okay.
say lessons of piano. We say piano lessons. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I learned Taekwondo, but one of my best friends was a master black belt. He was the teacher, and since we were friends, he liked to demonstrate by beating me up. he liked me to be his guinea pig, his practice sack. Anyway, yeah. Oh boy, I got beat up a lot by my good friend. So nothing personal. All right, let me continue. Roberto, can you brainstorm another indoor sport that perhaps you're interested in or you know of?
Curling.
Curling. Oh, good one.
Yes.
Wow. Now, this is something I've always wanted to try. Have you ever tried curling, Roberto?
No, never. I see on TV. I watch on TV.
Yeah. I've always really wanted to try because I wanted to figure out what exactly were they trying to do with those brooms. How they sweep in front of the stone. The thing you throw is called a stone. Yeah. Of course, Canada wins every single medal. Wins every single time, it seems like. Well, that's an interesting one. Do people do curling in your country? Is it actually, or not really?
I think in Catalonia, I think there are a
Yeah?
team. I think, I think. I
Okay.
don't know. Totally.
Okay. I wonder. All right. Well, that's an interesting one. All right, curling. David, I think I skipped you for a second, but I'll go to you now. David, can you think of any indoor sports? That are primarily indoor, or
Yes, for example, ping pong.
ping pong? I was thinking of that.
Yes. Or badminton.
Very good. All right. Are these
And,
pop?
and paddle. I like paddle. It's do you know?
No. What was that again?
Paddle. It's like an indoor tennis.
Okay.
But you have walls around the
Uh-huh.
the places where do you play. I don't know how to say that.
Probably a court.
The coach. Okay.
Yeah. Usually inside, if you have a floored surface that you use with the ball, for example,
Yes.
basketball court, tennis court, yeah,
Okay.
badminton court.
Okay. Paddle is like tennis, but the court is smaller, and usually you have to play 2 against 2, and you can use the walls while you are playing. It's a very fun sport. It's
Fast. Must be fast.
fast, yes, and fun. And it's easy to have fun playing this sport because it's easier than playing tennis.
Oh, really?
Yes, to play tennis you have to train a lot, and you have to find the perfect opponent, because if the level is too different, I think the game is going to be very boring for both. One of them only will be taking the balls from the floor, and the other will be waiting all the time. And paddle, it's easier to find a partner to play against uh, uh, other two people, and I try to play every week.
Ah, okay. One more question, because I'm curious, because I don't know that much about the game. I've never tried it. Is the
Mhm.
paddle hard like a ping pong paddle, or does it have strings like a tennis racket?
No, it's hard. It's hard.
Hard.
It's
That's,
yes, it's
that's why
smaller than a tennis racket,
it's
and it's hard with small holes in the surface of the
ah,
racket.
okay, okay, uh, okay. A racket has strings, so you can have a tennis racket, a badminton racket, squash racket. Squash is another game that uses a
Hmm.
racket. Right. So paddle, table tennis, or paddle tennis. I think I've heard it called paddle ball. I'm not sure. Um,
The
in
ball
English.
it's quite similar to the tennis ball, and the rules are similar. And I think I have friends that play tennis very well, and they just used to usually say that the paddle is for very bad tennis players.
Okay. Perhaps I should try that one out then, because I am terrible at tennis. Uh,
And
yeah.
and we have a tradition with paddle, and it's I think it's one of the best part of this game. It's when you are playing the the couple who loses the game has to pay the beers after the game.
Oh yeah.
It's a good moment.
Always a good tradition. Yeah.
Yes.
Loser buys the beer. Yes. That happens when Americans get together to play sports a lot. Pretty much every time. Okay. All right. Let me take it over to Carmen. Carmen, we're still on indoor sports. Can you name an indoor sport that interests you or you know about?
Um,
That what
I remember I used to play squash a lot
squash?
with my boyfriend. It was very trendy a few years back here in Spain, but I don't know. All of a sudden it disappeared and it was paddle all around. So I remember in in the gym they will have most of the gyms will have a squash court, and it was really fun. It was very trendy at that moment, and I used to play a lot. Yeah. And then all the girly things like dancing.
Uh,
Zumba is what I take at least twice a week. I take Zumba
yeah.
lessons, and I love it. Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
the squash is hard, but it's very. I mean, I find it very funny. But there's been quite a long time since I last played, because
now,
now well,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is it funny or is it fun?
it's fun. It's fun.
Uh,
It's fun.
okay.
Sorry.
There we go.
Sorry.
Fun.
It's fun.
Fun.
But
Right.
nowadays I don't know why. It's hard to find a squash court. I don't know why. Because it's out of date now.
Yeah.
Comes and goes like that.
Right. I remember there was a squash court in my neighborhood when I was growing up, and me and a friend, so I don't know where we found the rackets or the balls, but we played a couple times. We had no idea what we were doing. Just bouncing the ball around as hard as we could. Uh, okay. Just for those who don't know, I know you understand your mistake, but for those who don't know, there's a difference between fun and funny. Fun means enjoyable, amusing, entertaining, enjoyable. But funny means funny, haha, makes you laugh. Or funny can mean, kind of strange, something
Hmm.
that's odd and peculiar. Okay. Let me continue with Fred. We started with Fred, but back around to you, Fred. Before we go to Fred here, um, let's see. Let's see how many we came up with in our brainstorming. All right. Outdoor and indoor. We got football, soccer, baseball, athletics. Okay. Salvatore, I was talking about athletics. Well, I was talking about track and field. All right. Brits call all these sports athletics in general, but Americans call it track and field. So I guess maybe that was a little confusing. Cycling was mentioned. Jogging was mentioned. Nobody mentioned golf. No golfers here today, huh? Skiing was mentioned. Water sports. Nobody mentioned skateboarding or archery.
Actually, golf is for rich people. We are more social nerds.
Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you. I think these last two sports should be combined together. I would like to see skateboard archery. Yes! I think that would be amazing. I can invent a sport. All right. Yeah. Golf is for rich people. Yes, it is. How do we do with indoor sports? Basketball, gymnastics we didn't mention. Aerobics was mentioned, or at least Zumba, which is similar, not the same exactly, but it's similar. Talked about skating. I don't know about figure skating. Table tennis, volleyball, hockey, boxing were all mentioned. Not bowling. Any of you guys go bowling? Fred, do you go bowling?
No.
Do you know what bowling is?
Yeah, but there is only one place where you can do that in my city, but I haven't tried that. I hasn't tried it.
I haven't tried it. Was correct.
Thank you.
Sure. And good job actually using present perfect when talking to you guys about your experience or lack of experience with these things. Yes, we tend to use present perfect all the time. I used to go bowling a lot, but I used to like it, but haven't been for years. Okay, so we're going to continue our little brainstorming session, talking about summer sports versus winter sports. Now, obviously, we can say skiing is an outdoor winter sport. So as we continue to categorize our sports, we'll continue to add categories. Salvatore, what is a sport that you consider a summer sport? You can look at any of these up that we have here already, or any other different ones.
Okay, I consider summer sports, of course, beach volley. Then can be yes, can be. Let me think. Only summer sport.
Ah,
uh, hmm. Only summer sport. Yes, it can be. In my opinion, can be uh, climbing on the mountain.
oh yeah.
It's more security.
Yeah, okay. It's safer.
Safer.
You could say more secure, but it's a lot safer.
Safer, yes.
Yeah, that's true. Salvatore, though, I once did ice climbing. Have you ever heard of ice climbing in the winter? Have you ever heard of this?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I I have it here.
I have heard of it.
I have heard.
Yeah. Have you ever tried ice climbing?
No, no, teacher.
No.
No.
Well, here's my advice. Don't. Well, just don't.
Many people in Italy go to Alps mountain to climb on the mountain.
Yeah, sure, of course. Absolutely. Yeah, just some people, if either you love ice climbing or you hate it, I guess it's one of those love or hate things. I tried it once and it was like, it was painful. Your toes and your fingers are just freezing to death. Not to mention being scared of, how high you are on a giant waterfall of ice. I did not find it enjoyable at all. Okay, so mountaineering actually has a summer and a winter type activity. David, now you're asking, I noticed earlier you said are all indoor sports are summer and winter sports. I wouldn't really say that because I wouldn't call hockey a summer sport ever, necessarily.
Yes, I was thinking in another kind of indoor hockey
Yeah,
because it's an asphalt hockey, and
right.
the game is 6 against 6 people, and it's like indoor soccer. You can play in summer, winter, and whenever you want.
Right, right. Yeah, Americans would mostly know this as street hockey, and well, I don't know. There may be. Many summer sports are adapted to the winter. Like you said, there's indoor football, indoor soccer. Uh, yeah, that's absolutely true. Can you?
Probably teacher,
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
probably teacher is sailing is a summer sport.
Yeah, it's hard to sail on the ice. Oh, but they have that though, right? They have ice sailing. Come to think of it, it's hard not to think of a summer sport that doesn't have a winter sport equivalent. It really is. It's quite challenging. Uh, okay, back to David. David, can you think of any winter or summer sports that are? It's very hard. Can you brainstorm any that are basically strictly summer or winter?
Um, I think skiing is definitely a winter
Yeah,
sport.
I think so.
The other ways to ski indoor are human inventions, and I think it's not the same. Uh, we cannot call with the same name to ski indoor or outdoor. It's not the same.
Yeah,
It's like if you try to play soccer or baseball in your living room. I think it's not the same that playing
right.
outdoor. Um,
Of course.
and yes, and some water sports. If you are really crazy, you can play these sports on winter, but I think it's better to do summer things during the summer and winter things during the winter. You can swim in the sea
Yeah,
during the winter. Here in Spain, at the north, there are many people that um, uh, go to swim to the beach in winter. Uh, I think the temperature would be 3 or 4 Celsius degrees, and
wow.
the people take a bath. And I think okay, you can do whatever you want, but if you are crazy, then it's not my problem. And
Right.
I think
Yeah, not my cup of tea. Okay. Americans would refer to this, especially the swimming where you actually have to make a hole in the ice in order to get to the water. Uh, Americans call this polar bear swim. And Americans do this, and many times it's done for some kind of celebration for New Year's Eve or as some kind of fundraising kind of thing, maybe something like that. Not really a sport, just a crazy activity, I guess. Again, not really my cup of tea. All right, Roberto, can you think of any that are, strictly speaking, summer or winter sports?
I think surfing is more convenient to practice in summer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. Surfing? Yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
imagine
but
so.
but many people do surfing in winter, and it's
Yeah.
you
Uh,
can do it.
yeah, you wear a wetsuit. Yeah, yeah. Many surfers go to warmer places when
Mhm.
it's winter in whatever side of the world that you're on. Uh, yeah, that's true. I think so. A lot of the water sports are thought of as being basically summer sports. Have you ever tried surfing?
Yes, in summer, every summer I try to to do it.
Hmm.
I've been practicing for 20 years, and I every year, and I can stand. I can I can. Okay, you understand. I
Yeah.
always fall down.
Okay.
Is that word?
Still trying to stand up on the board. Still trying to hang 10.
It's
Okay.
not. It's very difficult. You have to go every day,
Yeah.
maybe for many days, and it's very. It's not easy.
Yeah. I I hear you. Uh, okay. Um, yeah, definitely. But you're right. Surfers are definitely fanatics. They will surf any time of the year, anywhere. But uh, yeah, they may tend to go to other places um, when they can, if they can afford to. Right? Okay, that's a good one. That was definitely summer. Uh, Carmen, can you think of any sports that are strictly speaking either summer or winter sports?
Can come up with any more. I mean, water sports for summertime and skiing all the winter sports for winter.
Okay.
Has anything to do with ice and that sort of thing. But as I said before, I mean, here on the beach here in Valencia, you can find those surfers. I mean, I mean, springtime, winter time, whatever. For them, it makes no difference if it's a windy day or a rainy day, whatever. They would just go surfing.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, rainy days, storms, bigger waves.
That's it. Absolutely. That's why.
Sure. Yeah. I have a friend who's a surfer, and he's crazy. I mean, really crazy. He hears about a hurricane or something, and he's like, "Oh, I got to take 3 days off from work. There's a hurricane coming." Okay, so you got to get to the ocean as soon as possible. All right. Uh, okay, yeah. Right. Mostly we think of water sports. You think of skiing, but there are other winter sports besides skiing, I think. Um, let's see. Fred, do you have any more winter or summer sports
Mm,
for us we haven't thought of?
I was also thinking in surfing, but for example, as you said, there are more sports as skiing. For example, snowboarding
Yeah,
and, and others
exactly.
that I don't know the exactly names, exactly the
Uh,
names.
sure. There's definitely snowboarding goes right along with skiing. Absolutely. I I grew up in Vermont, which is very northern United States. It's a very long, cold winter, so I know all these sports. But um, also there's snowshoeing, and that's right, Carmen. Used to do a lot of snowshoeing and snowmobiling. The the snow vehicles, tracks,
Mm.
do some snowmobiling, snowmobile racing, fairly popular actually. Um, yeah, you ever try snowshoeing, Fred,
No, 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 no.
or
Here
snowmobiling?
in Ecuador, there is only
Not a
two
lot of
sports.
snowmobiling. Of course not. Okay. Well, if you ever get up somewhere in the States or in Europe or somewhere where you can play in the snow, it's a lot of fun. Try it out. Snowshoeing is a lot of work. It's very hard work. It's excellent exercise, but snowmobiling is just fun. Driving around really fast like a maniac.
Mm,
Uh,
sounds
it,
good.
it is fun. And it doesn't hurt quite so much. Well, that's not true. I was going to say it doesn't hurt so much as like falling off a motorcycle, but yeah, it still hurts.
Mm,
They're harder to crash, a snowmobile. Uh, Fred, you ever try motorcycling?
no, but right now I'm thinking on getting a Vespa.
Oh, yeah, okay. A scooter?
Yeah, scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do that in 2 months.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I used to have a Vespa years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. They were awesome. I literally had to put gas in it like twice over the summer. This is back when I was like in high school or something. High school and part of the time university, and I had a Vespa. They're great. You can go forever. You put like 1 liter in the tank, and that takes you like 500 miles or something. It's crazy. Yeah.
But the
All right.
problem is that is dangerous to
Eh,
drive a motor.
maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay, let's see how we did with our brainstorming. What did we miss? All right, swimming. I think somebody said windsurfing. Nobody said snorkeling. Badminton, summer sport. I think of badminton as a winter sport. Cricket, cycling, volleyball. All right. Ski jumping. All right. All right. Snowboarding, figure skating, ice hockey, curling, skiing are considered winter sports. Absolutely. Anybody know what snow jarring is? There's a good one. I don't know how to spell it, though, is the problem. No, that's right. I think that's right. I think it's snow jarring. Anybody heard of that? No? Okay. Snow jarring is when you're on skis, but you're pulled by horses. And they pull you around. It's an interesting sport. Okay. Let's try one more way to categorize sports. Or dogs. I think it is dogs. I think horses or dogs. Yes, David. Also dogs. There's another one we did not list for winter sports. Dog sledding. Anybody here ever tried dog sledding? That's a fun little sport. It's interesting. No? It's actually
Not here. No, luckily not here in Spain.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Philippines.
It's a great deal more difficult than it appears. It really is difficult to get your dogs all doing the same thing at the same time. Okay, let's talk about extreme sports. Okay, Salvatore, what extreme sports? Have you ever tried any extreme sports?
No, teacher, I never tried. Uh, maybe extreme sport can be uh, bungee jumping. It's correct? Bungee jumping.
Yeah, bungee
Uh,
jumping. Yeah.
then pa paracadutist, I don't know how to say, paracadutist. No.
Parachute?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Parachute.
Okay, parachuting, or they normally call that skydiving. Definitely an extreme sport. Skydiving, bungee jumping, definitely.
And then also the man that try to fly their self.
Yeah, those guys are. You mean they have these special body suits
Yes.
with the wings? Yeah, those guys are nuts. Yeah, those guys are definitely crazy. I'm actually not sure what that's called. Does anybody know? Uh, where they the one where they have the special bodysuits like Superman cape? They have like wings and they kind of glide fast. Uh, I can't remember what that's called. Uh, there's base jumping, but that's like not jumping out of a plane. That's jumping out of off a bridge or off a cliff or something. That's related, but I'm not sure. Okay, Salvatore, would you like to try any of these?
Yes, I'd like to try it, but I need I need a lot of strong mentality because it's dangerous. I
Wow.
remember last year
Yeah.
the man that jump from the space. It's
Oh,
very high. Do you
oh
remember
yeah,
this?
like a world record for
Yeah.
height. That guy, yeah, he. Oh, okay, that's crazy. Yeah, practically jumping out in outer space. There's like no oxygen where you jump from. Yeah, that's. I think that's beyond. That's extreme. Extreme. I don't know. That's beyond extreme. Uh, right. Oh, okay. David, are there any extreme sports? Have you tried any extreme sports? First of all.
Yes, I tried skydiving.
Oh,
It's
cool.
it's amazing. I think it's everyone has to do it
Okay.
uh,
Sold.
because yes, because when you jump from the plane, the feelings you have are totally different. Are the ones you are expecting to have. Uh,
Oh,
you
really?
don't, yes, you don't feel like if you were falling. It's like diving in the sky. It's amazing
Hmm.
because you are falling down. I think at speed of 260 kilometers per hour, but you don't feel like that because you don't have any objects in your way to feel this speed. And when you look to the floor, uh, you always see the same distance between you and the floor, and you don't feel like falling. You feel like diving.
Wild. Okay. When it's outside, in English, we say the ground. When you look down to the
The
ground,
ground, yes,
floor
ground.
inside a building. So, floor inside, ground outside. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Do you feel the wind though?
Yes, your face. It's like when these cartoons, when or funny movies when your face is blah 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 blah.
All
Blah.
right.
And I have a video clip in YouTube of my jump. It was a tandem jump with an
Uh-huh.
instructor,
Right.
and I think it was one of my moments, of the best moments of my life.
Okay. All right. Okay. Roberto, is there any extreme sports you'd like to try?
No, I don't like this type of sports because I think I don't control the situation. I don't like. I
Right.
think it's are very interesting, okay, but
Uh-huh.
I am fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yes, I don't like.
Yeah, you don't want to do this? Here's a picture of one of those nuts. One of those nuts diving with the glider suits on. Crazy. Wee. Uh, okay. The other guys I think are nuts is the guy in the other picture here, mountain climbing, hanging on there by one hand. Really crazy. All All right, Carmen, any that you'd like to try? Any extreme sports?
Absolutely not. No, I always stay
Absolutely not.
on the safe side. No,
Okay.
well, but that bungee jumping that is trending now. I think she was from Austria, something like that, 2 weeks ago. Uh, there was something that went wrong, and she died doing this bungee jumping up in
Tragic.
the north of Spain. Yeah. So it's not. It can be fun. I don't know. Never tried it, but it's not very safe.
I've done it before, a couple of times.
What?
Once
The
very
bungee jumping.
controlled. Yeah, once very controlled at
Gosh.
like a state fair, and the other time was over the Snake River Bridge in Wyoming, which is just some guy oh, that was crazy.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No.
And he was good though. I went down and I touched my hands in the river. Splash. And with the part that it's not the going down that's the scary part. It's the part where you bounce back up and you're like weightless and your stomach
Yeah, that's it.
still
That's
down.
it. Mm.
Your stomach's still down there, but you're up here in the air. That's the scary part. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks. That was a fun conversation. I hope you learned a few vocabulary words or whatever along the way. Thanks, and see you again soon.
You.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a nice
you.
day all.
Bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.